Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna highlight 3 things that you could use from my arrangement of Draw Me Close. So these are 3 things that might be useful if you're trying to make arrangements. So let's begin. So the first one is the use of open bass notes. Originally this song is in the key of B flat, but I moved it down to A. And that's just half a step down, so it's all good. The reason I picked A is because in the key of A, your 3 major chords are A, D, and E. And what's great about playing in the key of A is that I already have my bass notes as open strings. So A for the A chord, D for the D chord, and E for the E chord. This is great for 2 reasons. Number one, I have more mobility. So if I was to play this in B flat, for example, in the standard tuning, and I'm playing a bar chord B flat, I'm sort of stuck in this area, right? Like if I had a melody up here and I want that B flat bass note, it's almost impossible to play it. So I'm kind of just stuck in this area. I mean, obviously I could play the B flat like this, but I don't have that low bass note if I wanted that kind of sound. Now, if I was playing in the key of A, I got my bass note right here. So my left hand is free, and I could play chords or melodies or whatever up here, and I'm not stuck in this area. I could play that A triad really anywhere on the neck. Same thing with the D chord. Or the E chord. So it's great again because I can move up and down a lot easier. The second thing is it gives me a wider sound. Now again, I kind of hinted on this already, but I mean I could play the A chord this way with a bass note right here, an octave higher. But with this, it's really low, and then I'm way up here with the chords and the melody. It gives me just a wider sound, which I like in this arrangement. Now there are times where I prefer the smaller sound, but I like that for certain arrangements. The second thing that I use a lot in this arrangement is the use of add 9 chords for the first and fourth chord. So in the key of A, my 1 and my 4 chord, my 1 is A and my 4 chord is D, right? So A, B, C, D. A is my 1 chord, D is my 4 chord. An add 9 chord really is just adding an extra note to the triad. So an A chord has the A, C sharp, and E, right? If you play an A chord, the notes there are really just A, C sharp, and E. And to have an add 9 chord, you just add a note that's a whole step above the root. So my root is A, so I'm going to add a B note. So I'm using just this open B string as my 9. And then with the 4 chord, my D chord, I'm adding an E, right? Because E is a whole step up from D, which is the root note. And I like that because it just gives an open kind of sound, which is what you'd expect for like worship songs, right? It's in the same way where when you play worship songs in the key of G, where you go, yeah, that kind of sound where it's kind of like a sus chord. That's the sound that happens when you add the 9th. In the intro, I'm playing A add 9, and then I'm playing a D add 9, again with the A on the bass. And then for the D chord, for the E chord, I'm playing a regular triad, E, but I'm playing A as the bass note, which is kind of like the 4. It still gives you that open sound. But anyways, the use of the add 9 chords is really useful if you want that open kind of worshipy kind of sound, as opposed to there you go. And then lastly, one of the things that I tried to incorporate a lot in this arrangement is the use of bends. So I go like this on the verse. So I had this. Now, I don't have to do that. I could have gone. But I really love the sound of that bent note. You know, I think it gives more of a like a vocal quality to the melody, which I really like. So the melody is just right, and all I'm doing is I'm going. So technically, you could bend to any note. It would sound great. I mean, if it's the melody. So anyways, you kind of have to figure out which one works for your arrangement. Now, I didn't want to overdo it. I just wanted to add a touch of some bending here and there because that's what I love about playing electric guitar and trying to incorporate it more in my acoustic guitar playing. So there you go. 3 things that I've incorporated for Draw Me Close. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See you again next time.